Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, what's up? My name is vianney.strick. Thank you so much for being here. As you guys can see by the title, today I am not only reviewing and doing a wear test on the brand new Fenty Beauty EAZE Drop stick, but I also wanted to compare it with the original EAZE Drop because I'm sure you've seen a lot of reviews already, so I kind of wanted to turn it up a notch and just kind of see how both of these wear side to side and let you guys know if there's any difference at all, if there's any reason why you should buy either of them, and if this is actually any good. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and you find it helpful. If you do enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to join my squad. Let's get into it. Alrighty guys, so before we get into it, new background. I heard you guys loud and clear. I was feeling the same way. I didn't love the background of just my makeup. So this is like a work in progress. I am gonna add some greenery and some more lighting, but I just wanted to change it up for you guys because I was feeling not the vibe as well. I was feeling the same way as you guys. So let's get into it. So first I'm gonna go onto the Sephora website really quickly and just show you guys the claims. To be honest, I don't know if they're supposed to be like, if this stick is supposed to be the exact same thing as the EAZE Drop Skin Tint. Like, is it the same thing just in a different form? I guess we'll find out. So again, this is the Fenty Beauty EAZE Drop Stick Blur and Smooth Tint Stick Foundation. It is $35 for 9 grams of product, and that is going to be 0.32 ounces, which is the same as the liquid version, just obviously in a different form. So it is described as a light coverage, long wearing tint stick with a creamy smooth texture that instantly blurs while melting onto the skin for a natural finish. Light to medium coverage, and it's a cream formulation. So I believe there's 25 different shades, and I actually got the shade 10, which is the same shade that I have on the original one. And then the shade 10 is described as medium with warm yellow undertone. I just tried to shade match myself on the website, and I didn't realize that I got the same shade as this, which I should have done that in the first place, but I guess it all worked out. So here is the shade 10 in the stick, and then here is the EAZE Drop. They do look a little different. In person though, they kind of look the same. I feel like on camera it maybe looks a little bit different, but keep in mind that the liquid one is gonna have a little bit of a reflection, and so I feel like it looks a little lighter. All right, so I think we're gonna start out with the stick just because I'm sure that's what you guys are more excited about, because I am too. I'm gonna blend out both sides with a brush. Obviously, if I had another side of my face, I would do half with a sponge, half with a brush, but when it comes to these like lighter coverage products, I prefer to use a brush, and I wanna use a brush on both sides, so that's what we're going to be doing. All right, and then maybe a little bit more here. That actually is melting onto the skin really nicely. And by the way, I do have 2 different brushes of the same, so I'm going to obviously use 2 different brushes. This is the BK Beauty NG Hot and Flashy A507. So let's go ahead and blend this out. Interesting. Okay, this is definitely a lot more lightweight than I thought it would be. I don't know why I thought it would feel a little bit more like creamy and more like emollient. Not that it feels drying or anything like that. It's just very, very lightweight. I think this is my first time trying out like a skin tint stick. I think I'm gonna need a little bit more product actually. So I'm gonna build it up around the nose, a little more in the forehead, and then on the chin, and I'll blend it out and I'll zoom you guys in. I kind of feel like maybe with your hands, you're definitely gonna get more coverage. I usually like doing that anyways with these products, but I didn't know if that was gonna be good with like a stick. But yeah, your fingers are your best friends. It actually is looking exactly like what it's being described as. It's giving a light to medium coverage. I did build it up in some places and it did build up nicely. It is like dewy, but like very natural. So definitely a natural finish. And like I said, it doesn't feel heavy at all. So that's interesting. Like it doesn't feel thicker or anything like that. I know it's a skin tint, but I don't know. Usually with like sticks, I just feel like you have to kind of like layer up and it feels a little bit heavier, but this doesn't feel heavy at all. And so far it actually looks really, really pretty. Now let's go ahead and put on the original EAZE Drop Skin Tint liquid version. I'm just gonna put it straight on my face and do a little bit of blending with my fingers, and then I'll go in with the other brush. All right, so I will say I had a little bit of a better time blending that out. Obviously, because it's liquid, usually it's just easier to blend it out. At first, it looked lighter than the stick, but now that it's like settled, it looks the exact same. So I do think both shades are the same. Yeah, I'm thinking it's the same exact thing because they look the same. If anything, it just looks a little bit heavier on the stick side right now. I don't know if that's just because it's like a cream formulation rather than the liquid, but right now I'm actually preferring the way the liquid version just looks on my skin personally. If you are wondering, I do have normal to dry skin, but both sides look great. Like, I definitely think that the stick looks nice. I just think that this looks a little more seamless and a little bit lighter weight. So right now I am loving it. I do actually really like this product. So really I'm just testing out to see if I just like this better or not, like the form. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do the rest of my makeup and see how everything wears on top. And then I am getting started a little later in the day with this video because this just came in the mail, but I could give you guys a good 8-hour wear test if I just stay up really late tonight. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Alrighty guys, the makeup is done and it looks really, really good. It's been a long time since I've actually used this skin tint. I don't know why, because it looks gorgeous. Everything looks the same. It looks exactly the same. I'm thinking it's the exact same formula, but we're still going to be doing a wear test and everything like that. So just remember that my right side is the stick, the left side is the skin tint liquid. I will show you guys this in natural lighting, and then of course I will give you guys that 8-hour wear test. I'll check in about 4 hours, and then we'll check in at the end of the full 8 hours. Yeah. You guys know the drill. We're at the window. This is on my phone, natural lighting, no filter. It's looking really good. Like I said, both sides look the same. It's interesting. I'm surprised that they came out with, I guess, the same product in a different formula. But it's a great product and I think it's one of their best sellers. So right now it looks the same. Right now my thoughts are that it's just as good as the liquid one. And so it just depends on like what you prefer. But if you have the liquid one, you probably don't need the stick one unless you want a stick form. But I don't think you're getting anything new. Does that make sense? But right now I'm loving it. So it's so echoey. I'm in my bathroom because I have a really good window. It's been about 4 hours and this is what the makeup looks like. I forgot how amazing just the EAZE drop is. The skin is looking the exact same. Like I honestly keep forgetting I'm wearing like 2 different things. But yeah, the skin's looking amazing. It's looking like it's the same thing. So far so good. I will see you guys in the next couple hours, but I think you guys know what my final thoughts are gonna be. Hey guys, watch this. Woo! Okay, so obviously it is the end of the night. I just had dinner. This is what the foundation looks like. I mean, or the skin tints. They look freaking amazing. They definitely have a little bit of a natural finish. My lipstick came off. We're getting a little dewy, but it doesn't feel like super dewy. It definitely doesn't feel like dry or matte, but I freaking love this skin tint. I've loved it since it came out. It's the same thing. It is the same thing. So if you already have the EAZE drop, I don't think you need to go buy this one. I personally prefer applying the liquid one, but if I'm gonna be traveling and I wanna be doing like my makeup in the car or in an airplane, or if I just need something easier, then that's when I will grab that one because I already own it. But I definitely think that if you already own the other one, you don't need this one unless you want the stick version. But it's the same thing. It's stunning, it's beautiful, so I highly recommend it. And the shade 10 worked perfectly for me. I don't even have bronzer on my neck, like literally perfect. So if we're shade twins, now you know. So hopefully this video was helpful. I will link both of them down below and the rest of the makeup that I did use on my face today. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you found it helpful, and I will see you guys in my next one. I love you guys so, so much. Bye.